Ever noticed how your Linux system keeps running even when your RAM is almost full? That's because Linux doesn't really run out of memory. It swaps. In this video, we'll explore how Linux handles memory smartly using RAM, virtual memory, and swap space, and what those mysterious /proc files like vm.swappiness really mean. So let's dive deep into how Linux keeps your system stable. Let's start with the basics. Every program you open, a browser tab, a terminal, or even a background service, needs memory to run. Your RAM or random access memory is the fastest temporary storage that holds active data. But RAM is limited. So, what happens when it fills up? Linux uses a clever trick called virtual memory, extending your RAM by borrowing space from your disk. Swap space is a portion of your hard drive or SSD used as an overflow area when RAM is full. It's like Linux saying, alright, RAM's busy. I'll temporarily store some less used data on disk. But because disk speed is much slower than RAM, swapping too much can slow your system down. The free age command shows how much total, used, and free memory and swap your system has. Swap and dash show lists, which swap file or partition is active. Now comes the interesting part. How does Linux decide when to start using swap? That's controlled by a kernel parameter called vm.swappiness. On most systems, the default swappiness value is 60, meaning Linux starts swapping moderately when RAM gets busy. But for servers or performance critical systems, you might lower it to 10 or 20. If you've ever run free-h or checked your system monitor and wondered, why is my RAM always full? Don't worry, that's actually a good thing. Linux uses free RAM to cache frequently used files and programs, so things load faster next time. That's called the page cache. Tip 1. Make sure your system has adequate swap space. For small servers, use around 1 to 2 times your RAM. This keeps the system stable under load. Tip 2. Adjust your swappiness value. If you're using an SSD or want better performance, set vm.swappiness to 10 or 20 to reduce unnecessary swapping. Tip 3. Regularly monitor your memory usage. Use commands like vmstat1, top, or htop to check how your RAM and swap are being used in real time. Tip 4. Avoid swap thrashing. If your system is constantly using swap and feels slow, that's a clear sign you need more RAM. These simple adjustments can significantly improve overall system performance. So, to summarize, Linux doesn't crash when memory is full. It smartly manages memory using swap and caching. RAM holds active data, swap holds overflow, and the kernel decides how to balance both using swappiness. Understanding this helps you tune your system for the perfect balance between speed and stability. Now, I'm going to quickly show you how a swap file is created and enabled in Linux. Before you try this on a real server, remember, swap configuration should be done by someone who understands Linux system administration. If you're new, always test this on a local machine or a non-production server first. To create a 1 GB swap file, the basic steps are: to make it permanent so it works after every reboot, we add it to the /etc/fstab file /swap file swap defaults 00. Once this entry is saved, the swap file will automatically mount every time the system starts. Again, only perform these steps if you're confident with Linux commands, or consult an experienced administrator. A wrong change in fstab can prevent the system from booting, so always test safely first. If this video helped you understand Linux memory better, hit like, share it with your Linux friends, and subscribe for more deep dive tutorials like this.